Hi there, how are you? I'm doing great, although I have a little bit of a cold. But I'm always so happy to bring you another one of these coloring videos. I've really found so much joy in coloring as an adult, and I love that I get to share that with you as we chat a little bit. If you've been following this series, you know now I do have a lot of green markers to work with. Remember that first video where I only had like 3 or 4? 3. I don't remember. Well, now because I have so many, I want to jump right in. Based on my previous page's experience, I decided the first thing to color would be this truck. It's really helped me with the monochromatic aspect to color the largest item or focal point first. So I thought I would color it with what seemed to be the greenest, truest green to me. So I did that, and as soon as I put the color down, I know I painted a John Deere truck. Oops. Not crazy about that, but if I've learned anything from this challenge, it's just to carry on and trust the process. For the window, I am actually going to try some blending because I felt so empowered and creative after seeing Sarah's and Kat's video on markers that I wanted to try something new. I don't know why I hadn't really watched coloring tutorials before trying to color myself. I guess it's because everyone can color, right? Everyone has colored at some point in their life, so this is a super approachable way into art. I mean, if you mess up, it's just paper. You can even trace it and start over, so yeah. And I'm also the kind of person that just jumps in. I get excited when I get new art supplies and I just do things, and yes, that has led to me ruining a couple of things and wasting materials, but I've also learned a lot. Anyhow, I kept moving through the window and trying to do more blending techniques to better represent glass. And I have to be honest with you, I filmed this process almost 3 weeks ago. That makes it a bit harder to do the voiceover since I don't remember my thought process anymore. And that was a mistake waiting so long, but I honestly just felt like coloring and having a moment to myself that day, and I just filmed it, and I haven't had time to edit. Which brings me to this week, because this week has been crazy in my country. There's a pretty huge dry spell, and the 2 biggest consequences of that have been a bunch of forest fires, the latest of which led the authorities to suspend school for 3 days. And also, there are electricity shortages. So, for example, the day before yesterday, I had 8 hours without electricity. Isn't that crazy? So it's been a little bit challenging, especially the editing. And I don't know if these videos are going to come out on our regular schedule, but I'll have something up for you this week for sure. I usually like posting any extra content either on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and then we have our regular video on Fridays. But we'll see what happens on this week. Maybe we'll have a video on Thursday and then a video on Friday again, because life happens sometimes. But I'm curious, does it bother you to have new videos 2 days in a row? I love to hear your input on all things YouTube because that's the only way I can adapt and make things better and share content with you in a way that's valuable to you. Anyhow, this is my 5th page trying this one color challenge, and my confidence level with just trying things has definitely improved. I approach things with more joy and confidence, which goes to show you that anything you practice and you keep doing repetitively, you get better at. There's so much wood and fall references like mushrooms and pumpkins on this page. I'm guessing the artist envisioned this page as a beautiful, harmonious combination of warm fall colors with deep oranges, reds, and toasted yellows. And here I am making it all vomit green. It's definitely a challenge trying to color a page that in your mind you see as warm and fall inspired with only a color like green, but it really also helps me learn more about the materials. And after this challenge is done, I'll probably just do more regular coloring with alcohol markers because I've truly really enjoyed it. I especially love when my daughter is with me and we're both coloring on different books, but she's on the other side of my desk and we just get to chit chat. It feels amazing. It connects to the warmest of memories with my family when I was a very small kid. I am an only child, and I'm also the oldest cousin from my mom's side of our family. And my next cousin is 7 years younger than me. So I spent a lot of time as an only child with all of my aunts and with my grandma painting and coloring, and it just brings memories. So coloring makes me feel calm and almost loved too. And that I now get to share this with my teenage daughter is so amazing. Oh, because I've been babbling, I haven't been telling you much about what my process was, but again, I don't remember all of my decisions now. Because I have so many colors now, I don't feel the need to use coloring pencils to create shadows, which is great. I'm just doing it with the markers. Are alcohol markers the most satisfying medium for coloring ever, or what? It's just so nice to see the space being filled up and having no streaks. It's very addictive. Like I said before, I colored this page a while ago, so editing right now is making me crave coloring so bad. So you'll probably see the next color, which is blue, really soon. I definitely will be coloring this weekend. Oh, and now that I see the bear, I remember I didn't want to color it first because it just felt so wrong to color it with green. But also I could not just leave it white. So I tried to color it to look like fur at first, but that was terrible. So I ended up coloring the whole of it with one of the lighter, less saturated greens. I mean, it's still weird. It looks like he's a sick bear. And when it was all done, I brought in some of my acrylic markers to add some highlights because I really loved how that made the previous page with only yellow look. And here's my result and how my green coloring page turned out. Thank you for joining me today for another short video to color with me. I hope you're having the most wonderful day. Bye!